Welcome, welcome, race fans. This is Ron with Big Wizard TV. We are bringing you racing action from Hockenheim. First time, I believe, Last Man Standing Motorsports is headed over to this track in Germany. Hockenheim is the current, most of the time, current racetrack for the Formula One series as they go to the German Grand Prix. They've also used Nürburgring and Hockenheim about split over the last few years. They've gone back and forth. So welcome, everybody. Appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for joining us on the air. We've got IndyCar running tonight with myself. Nobody else has joined yet. We've still got about 20. How long we got left? 20? 25 minutes in practice. So this is going to be a little long run tonight. We've got 25 minutes to go in our practice session. And we'll let you guys kind of watch them go around and practice for a little while. Big shout out to our sponsors, grandpaskitchen.com. Go out and check out Grandpa's Kitchen for all your gluten-free needs. They have mixes, recipes, flours, all kinds of stuff. And we're going to get this thing kicked off here in a little while. We've got 5 of the GTE cars so far. Still got 25 minutes to have people join. Should be a pretty good run tonight. Morgan's out front with a little over a second over Julian. And then Julian is about a second over Brett. So 0.9 and 1.9. So getting pretty close there up the front. Then Mooney and Gary Beal out there in the GTE cars. Myself, I'm the only one running the Dallara IR18 tonight. We'll see how long the Dallara IR18 lasts in the series with only one car on the track. So we'll see how it goes. If we have more drivers, definitely keep that thing going. Should be a fun night, trying to weave in and out of the traffic. We'll catch you guys real soon. Thanks again for our main series sponsor for Last Man Standing Motorsports. That would be Stair Fittings Incorporated. Big thanks to them for keeping these shows on the air. Hopefully we'll get you a nice good show tonight. We'll watch some good racing. And we'll catch you guys in the car here in a little bit. right, everybody. We are here in the IndyCar tonight. We're going to do some in-car down the bottom right for you. We'll have IR18 Delara running in the bottom of the screen as we go around chasing down these guys in their GTE cars tonight. Got 5 or 6 out there already. Just had another one join a minute ago. There's Gary Beal peeling off after turn 1. Or that was turn 2, sorry. I don't know if he was trying to get out of my way or what. Make sure they know that it doesn't matter where they are. The IndyCar will find its way around. Hey Gary, you're good on your line. Just stay on your line. I'll find a way around. Not much of a hurry. My competition's a little light tonight. So we're running next week, special event. This week we'll be doing the GTE only GT cars, and we're going to be running at the 24 hours of Daytona track, which is the road course at the Daytona International Speedway. And what we'll be doing is our special 24 minutes of Daytona, which is a special team event, 2-man teams. And the winning team is the first one to successfully split the race in half and get your top guy up in the front there. I'm not sure what we have for prizes. We were going to have something set up, but I don't think it's been created yet. Come up with something by next week. Make sure we get that pushed out to the teams. Let them know. I'm going to probably drop down in the race section of Discord and let everybody know that's what's going on next week. Get their teammate, pick their car, and get out there for Daytona.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, welcome to the broadcast. How you doing, Phil?
Pretty good. I was watching the broadcast on YouTube, and you're echoing in Discord between this Discord and your live stream.
I'm echoing when I talk on the race server or all the time?
When you, it seemed like to me like it was all the time. So it's apparently
Because
when you're
I
talking in Discord, it's echoing in the live feed.
okay. I've done that before. Thanks for the heads up, Phil.
Yeah, no problem. I forgot
No,
about the race tonight, or I'd have been in
that's
there.
muted. Still time. We still got like 20 minutes left in fall practice. Still got plenty of time.
All
See,
right, let me see if
you
my
got
wife
you
will
got
bring me my shoes.
13 minutes in practice still.
Okay.
Lot of time. I'll have to figure out what's going on with the echo. I do not have the online button on. I was talking in the race server, and I know that echoes because I was trying to talk to Gary. I'll have to see what it
Yeah,
sounds like now.
it didn't pop up, that who was talking. I mean, I knew it was you, but it did, on the screen how it normally pops up, how when somebody's
Yeah.
talking in race chat. I didn't see that, so I just figured if your Discord was bleeding over again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm picking up the stream right now. I don't see it. I don't hear it echoing. So I think it might be when I was talking on race radio. But definitely checking it out. Yeah, it sounds okay right now. Appreciate the heads up though.
All right, I'm gonna drop down the lobby and see if I can get in here and make a lap or two.
All right, sounds good. See you out there.
All right.
I'll be right back. I'm going to jump down the lobby myself and tell the guys about next week. All right, back in the cockpit again. Sorry about the delay there. Probably real exciting watching the stream with my car sitting in the corner. We still have about 10 minutes left in practice. A couple more drivers have joined us. We got Phil Connor on track tonight. We got Brett Elder and Julian Lockwood trying to chase down Morgan Teggy. Morgan's got the fastest lap at the moment by plenty, almost a second and a half. He's actually starting to catch me. Find my groove tonight in this IndyCar. Pretty quick car around here, but push too hard in the wrong spot and you're spinning out. Hey, 8.5, 7.5 minutes left. Go ahead and turn the line off. See how that goes tonight. We don't have any competition out there. I don't think my lap times are going to be as critical. Let's see if I can remember where my braking points are. Keep it off the wall and keep going. There you go. They don't quite handle like the Formula One cars, that's for sure. But definitely a lot stickier than a GTE car. You still miss your braking point. Morgan's in the BMW. I think that's his normal choice for the car in GTE. Brett Elder's running in the Porsche tonight. Julian is in the Ferrari. Good mix up in the top three. Car brands, manufacturer. Phil's running in the Ford GT. If you can see the green square on the dashboard, that is my push to pass indicator. You see it come on right in the IndyCar. Get a certain amount of push to pass throughout the race. I think I'm going to use it tonight for getting around the leaders, getting their way, and they don't get in my way. Shouldn't need it much more than that. Missed that one. And that's it for practice. I'm gonna have to figure out how to drive without that line on. But I think it's better watching line and air without line on the screen. Give that a go tonight. It's not hard to turn back on, but do a race. We shouldn't need to. Make sure we have all of our buttons set up. Push 5. Should. That's probably it. You should be good to go. Everybody else already out there on the track. See if we do a decent lap here. We only got 5. Missing Mooney. He should be there short. Hopefully. Oh, he's out there. All right. Well, there's still 4 more minutes left in qualifying. I have ran a couple good laps. Pretty consistent, 28.3, 28.4, 1 minute, 28.4. So let's go watch and see what everybody else is up to. See what these guys have geared up. Mooney go around a little bit. This is on your primary screen. Sorry about the double screen. Actually stop that a minute. Morgan go around. There's Gary Beal, and there's Mooney again. Switching back and forth pretty good between the different drivers. Julian hasn't got a time quite yet. Mooney with a 141, trying to improve. Oh, he is not improved. 141 it is. Phil, get a lap in. He's got a 139.8 so far. And Gary Beal still struggling to get a time. And that is Todd Schwartz in the other BMW. He's running a 140 so far, 0.5. Back up to Morgan. 35.7. Smoking the laps out there. He is going to be probably running out in front most. See if Todd's picking up on his lap. We still have a couple minutes to go. 2.5 minutes to go as Mooney comes back out of pit lane trying to get another one. As we see Julian go around. Typical painted blue and black Ferrari. Julian just ran a 137.8, take over the second spot on the chart. Qualifying. Mooney in tow to get a good lap as well. Got enough time to finish this lap, probably go one more. Yeah, these guys are almost down to the start. Definitely time for one more. Looks like Morgan has pulled off. Gary has pulled off with his 142. He's done. Satisfied with that time so far. There probably is not enough time to go around, get a warm-up lap, and get a lap in. A minute to go. A little longer than that to get out and around. Phil just crossed the line with a 139.3. Improves his time and moves him up into the third spot, knocking Todd Schwartz down into the fourth position. Here comes Julian again. And Julian holds on to the number 2 spot with a faster lap, 137, and Mooney comes across and does not get a time on that lap. Somewhere, Brett Elder comes across, does a nicer lap, takes over the second spot with a 137 flat. Mooney is off, his qualifying done. And everybody has time. So we're going to switch the camera back on. We'll go ahead and get ready to go. We got about 10 seconds left in the qualifying session. Get this up and running again for you. Back to, fortunately, in anywhere yet. Show you some scenic views down here. Oh, and they've given us 2 minutes to qualify. Finishing in 2 minutes. Not sure why that is. Everybody's done. We'll see what happens. Got a couple cars still out there on the track. Morgan Teggy takes the pole with a 135.7 of the GTE cars. I'll be out front by myself. I run a 128.3 in the Dallara. I'm the only car out there in the Dallara IR8 class. Brett Elder, 1.3 seconds back, will be on the outside of that GTE row. Julian Lockwood will be in the 3rd position in the GTE class. Following Julian, we've got Phil Connor with a 139.3, Todd Schwartz with a 140.0, Michael Mooney with a 141.3, and Gary Beal with a 142.0. That's the qualifying order. There are 7 cars in the GTE class tonight, and myself, IndyCar, myself. So let's hopefully it'll be a good race for you. Have some good action for you tonight. Now we start to throw ourselves out there on the grid in about 30 seconds. Meanwhile, big thanks to our sponsors, Stair Fittings Incorporated, keeping our shows on the air. That's Last Man Standing sponsor. Also, a big thanks to Last Man Standing Motorsports for it's all together for us, letting us have our racing and our practice and stuff on the air. So appreciate those guys. And also a big thanks to our leagues, our race sponsor for all the GTE series is grandpaskitchen.com. This is the grandpaskitchen.com GTE racing series from Last Man Standing Motorsports. Go to grandpaskitchen.com to check out all their gluten-free products. They've got recipes, they've got kits, they've got mixes, they've got flours. They got all kinds of good stuff. Check them out, grandpaskitchen.com. And it begins. Go ahead and do a partial lap behind the pace car. And then we're going to fire it up. Julian on the grid behind me. Grid is empty at the moment. People getting their cars set up. Fuel right. There's Morgan. Brett now on the track. Phil. And the guys I can't quite see. If they're not out there, then they have 1 minute grid, and we'll be rolling without them. We'll see how it goes. We're planning on doing 44 laps tonight. This is a 1 hour race. For some reason, it's set to 1 hour and 5 minutes. Not sure where that came from. That's what it says. I guess we'll race an extra 5 minutes. Now remember, next week we're doing the 24 minutes of Daytona special race. Last motors. Should be a lot of fun. Grab a teammate, trade out the car after lap 3. You're 6 laps in, 24 minutes. Now you should be running about 10 laps, 4 minutes. Should be a lot of fun next week. We'll have that on the air, of course. Yep, running. Pace car. Not sure if Morgan will stay tight. Back. Keep the GTE cars back. Usually we do a little gap. There's only one of me tonight. Yeah, looks like our race is going to be 1 hour and 5 minutes. Not sure where that came from.
Green.
And away we go. Gotta be gingerly racing around here. First lap, through all the corners with the cold tires. Morgan's stayed out front, followed by Brett, Julian, right in order, their starting order. So much for 5 extra bonus points. I ran off the track right there. Just barely, but still it's an off. Just 5 points off the chart. Easy early. We don't have to worry about them. Not real happy about the overcast skies today. The IndyCars don't have headlights. Can't really see that well in afternoon clouds here. Should be pretty good. And it went over again. Didn't get it off track that time though. Got to get that one figured out. Maybe you just need to warm up the tires a little more. Working lap 3. I'm not disappearing from the pack. Morgan's pretty fast out there. I think he's trying to keep up with me. 13 seconds back. There's the corner. Got it that time. So far, pretty clean racetrack for me. Many people out here in front of me. I am catching up a little bit with the guys in the back. Morgan, a 3-second lead over Brett. Julian's still there in the 3rd spot. Morgan's going to want to run a 0x tonight. He's only a few points behind Julian. Julian usually tries to run for that extra 5 points on the 0x. If he gets that, even with a win, that makes it a difficult task for Morgan to gain any ground. In the points championship, I think it's down to just about 5 points right now. If they can both run the clean race, Morgan can get the victory. He'll gain a couple more points. Brett can stay in there in between, and that would give Morgan a good advantage going into the race, which is actually in 2 weeks, because next week we're running the 24 minutes of Daytona. Got 11 laps of fuel left. We'll be running up to about lap 15 to 17. Fuel here in the IndyCar. The GT cars need fuel one time. They will not need tires. I will get tires all the way around, because on the IndyCar the tires are pretty quick to get loaded up. Thanks, Gary. Starting to come up on lap traffic for myself. GTEs are still in a pretty good line. Thanks, Todd.
Thanks, Todd.
All right, Morgan and Brett and Julian are still right there in the top three. Morgan is stretched out to a 3-second lead up there in the top spot in the GTE class. Point series leading Julian is just a few points back there. 11 seconds back right now. There's only one bonus in this series. Nothing for pole or fastest lap or any of that. The bonus is for 0 incident. Myself went off the track on turn 1 or lap 1 in the hairpin. It's just turn 6. And that was it. It's the one you get. There's no more 5 points. Doesn't matter how I do the rest of the race, I can never get that 5 points back. Those guys are going to be running for those 5 points, trying to get their 0x tonight. I'm sure Morgan, Brett, and Julian are all very focused on trying to get that and run very clean laps tonight. Hour and 5 minutes is our race time, so it does take concentration for a long time to get that done. You can also see one of the things that are showing on the screen, I believe for you as well, is the iRating of the different drivers. Morgan is a 3.0. It says. Those are in thousands. So the iRating says 3.0K. It's Morgan's iRating. He is the highest in this race. Brett is only a 1.0. Julian is a 2. Now the iRating can be misleading. It's only calculated for official races. Now, even though this seems like an official race, we're out here on the air and everything's official looking. This is not an iRacing hosted. This is a league hosted race. hosted by Last Man Standing Motorsports. So this does not actually count as an official race. So even though you might do well, finish well, all that good stuff, you don't get the count of the official race. So it works like chess points, where the driver points, the iRating, is matched up against the other drivers you're racing. So if you're racing with somebody in the same class, like if I was in a GTE car, I was racing with somebody and my iRating was a 1.2. I was racing against somebody that's an iRating of a 1.4. And I beat them. My iRating would go up. Their iRating would go down. But it only works in official races, and you have to have at least 6 drivers in the race to make it an official race. Woo, that was close. Don't know if you could hear that. No, I don't think you can hear my stream, my car. Something going on up here. Yellow flag flash. Looks like we have a car in the pit lane. That looks like Gary in the pits on lap 10. Lap 10 for them, for him. You see on the screen in the standings show, I believe it shows what lap they go in the pits on. That is relative to their race, not the leader or the leader of their class. So if I'm on lap 10 in my race, when I go in the pits, it'll show lap 10. Next car is the leader of the GTE class. He's up there about 5 seconds. Should be able to close that down in a lap or so. Gary is just in front of him. Will probably maybe slow. Oh, no, Gary just pulled over. I was going to say he might slow our leader down as he tries to get by him. Did not. couple more laps for me and I'll have to go in. Just over 2 laps of fuel left in this IndyCar. You can now see, probably can't read that, it's probably too small, but it just came up and said you're almost out of fuel, which usually means 2.5 laps of fuel. Now you might think it's not fair or something that I'm out here in the IndyCar passing all these guys, but this is a multi-class series. Tonight, we didn't have anybody else join in the IndyCar class. So normally there's more than one car racing in the IndyCar class. Got a pit next time by. We got 1.5 laps worth of fuel left. We got to get our go-go juice and keep it going. Hodge Swartz, 4 seconds in front. Currently running P6 in the GTE class. So I guess what I was saying earlier is that it's not that it's unfair, it's that they are not in the same class that I'm in. So I am racing the IndyCar class, and they are racing the GTE class. So those cars are not expected to go the same speeds, and they're not racing against each other. So if you notice on your scoring and timing, the IndyCar is up kind of by itself in the scoring box on the top right. Now let's see if I can catch this pit lane correctly. Because if I miss it, I don't have enough fuel to get around. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get 4 tires and a full tank of fuel. We better say it right. We're going to get 4 Firestone Firehawk tires and a full tank of Sunoco go-go juice here. And it doesn't take too long. 6 seconds. All that done. 8.5. Have to remember that I have cold tires. Car will not turn grip like it did before. I've also fallen back behind Morgan and Brett with that pit stop that these guys will not have to make for quite a while. I'll have to make at least 2, probably 3, 5, yeah, 3 stops. It's like Morgan's pulled out to a handsome 11-second lead over second place Brett Elder. Julian is in third, almost 30 seconds back off the leader. They haven't made their pit stops yet, of course. They're probably going to go at least 40 minutes. They can go 30 to 40 minutes on the pit stop. They don't want to go in quite yet because we haven't even hit the halfway mark yet. There's Morgan. In my practice sessions, I was going quite a bit faster in these current laps, but in the practice session, it doesn't matter if you make a mistake. So a 129 or a 128 is great in a race when the next guy behind you is only running 35s. Find a spot to turn around and turn this heater up. Race rig is in the basement of my house. Woo, that was close. It's cold down here, especially in the winter. The summer I run that same heater fan, but in the winter I run it with the heater. But then halfway through the race they get hot because I'm racing. It actually does take quite a bit of physical effort to do this, so you get a little worn out, and when you do that you warm up and then you have to turn the heater off, and my feet freezing. I'm still in the basement. Good times, good time. Hey, we're running lap 20 for me here, and Morgan with a 12-second gap, 31 seconds to third place. Brett is currently in P2, Julian P3. I got Mooney is in fifth. That puts Phil Connor in fourth spot. Seventh spot, Gary Beal. Sixth. It's one of our other new guys. Don't have his name memorized yet. Todd Schwartz. Running in the sixth position. 2 laps from halfway. Maybe 3. And then we have to tack on the extra 5 minutes. We're running an hour and 5. So far, still just that 1X for me on that very first lap right here in this hairpin. Turn 6. figured out that if I go a little wide on the entry, I can get through the corner a lot better. There's Gary. Side by side into 12. Gary just kind of moves over and lets me go by. That's nice of him. Thanks again. Not sure what Gary's saying out there. He's microphone's not too good. Every once in a while, you'll see my push to pass come out. Only going to use it around Morgan and Brett. Make sure I'm clear of those guys. I think I used it a couple times lapping the field the first time, just to make sure I was clear of everybody. You can tell that that would definitely be useful if you were racing another IndyCar and you were close to them. You came out of the pits right in front of them or something and needed to stay in front of them. You would use that push to pass to your advantage, give you a little more boost. Running cruising laps. See if we can catch this one. Quite a ways to Julian, next car in line, third place on the track in the GTE class. Morgan starts to catch up with one of the lap cars. That might be Phil, 13. Nope, Phil's in the 8. I know Gary's in the 000, so 13 has to be Todd Short. Using pretty much a gallon a lap. 15, 16 gallon tank. About 17 gallons out of it, or 17 laps out of it. And we definitely need to go in one more time. It says we don't have to fill it all the way up. It'll still be a 7 or 8 second stop. Elder, second spot right in front. Morgan did get by Todd Schwartz. So Brett is now getting ready to pass Todd Schwartz. Got a little ways to go to catch him. About a 10-second. Oh, wait, no, Michael Mooney is now there. Todd has gone into the pits. It's his stop. Looks like most of them have made their stop now. Get ahead of Brett here before we get to the corner. Barely. All right, a little wide on a couple of those. Gonna let them out of my groove there. Going around Brett. We'll get back into it here. Going. Still no additional X's. Still just that one X. On lap 1, turn 6. We see Mooney out in front. Put a lap down from leader Morgan Teggy. Whoa! Change of surface of the road really affected the handling of the car there. Almost lost it going around that wide corner. Mooney locks it up into 6 here. "25 minutes remaining in our race tonight." Morgan Teggy still out front, 19-second lead over Brett Elder, Julian Lockwood in third, Phil Connor in fourth, Michael Mooney in fifth, Todd Schwartz in sixth, Gary Beal in the 7th position tonight in the GTE class. Myself running solo in the IndyCar class so far with the lead. I don't know who has the 0Xs yet tonight. All I know is that I do not. Off by 1. But the 0Xs are worth 5 extra points in this series, GTE series. So that's going to be big for Morgan, Julian tonight. Actually big for everybody. Everybody wants that. 5 points is more than a position on the racetrack. If it's like a difference between 7th and 8th, it's only 1 point in the standings. So you could imagine you could jump up 2 or 3, 4 spots with those extra 5 points. Now, when you get up near the lead, they're separated by more than a point. So I think it's 3 points from first to second, 2 points from second to third. So if all were equal and we end in this order, Morgan can gain 5 points. And if both get the 0X, then Morgan gains the 5 points, which puts him tied, I believe, with the leader for the championship. Gary Beal drops in, takes another stop in the pit lane. Morgan now in front. About 5 seconds. We have about most of a lap to catch up with that. Phil is the next car in front of him. Fourth place is still 35 seconds ahead of the leader on his lap. So Morgan could lap fourth place. Not going to be an easy task for sure. Of course, if Phil makes some mistake somewhere, give Morgan a little easier chance to do that. Oh, we lost Gary. Gary is disconnected from the 7th position and will remain in 7th position. Phil Connor's next. Got 4 more laps. We're going to have to get some more fuel. Morgan lap 30. Probably 43, maybe 44. Probably 43 since I have to make one more stop. Could stop anytime. I'd like to get my gap ahead of Morgan a little bit bigger. I don't have to pass him again. Mess up his night. I don't know how much more push to pass I have. It's actually on my steering wheel, but I drive the steering wheel out of my way so far I can't see the number. So if you catch it while it's rotating around, let me know. Go 2 more times around. Big thanks to grandpaskitchen.com. Thanks to those guys for sponsoring our GTE series, thus our Tuesday night racing at Last Man Standing Motorsport. You need to check them out if you haven't yet. grandpaskitchen.com has gluten-free products and those with celiac disease or other reasons to not have gluten in their diet, you can still have a lot of the things you like that you couldn't have once you dropped your gluten out of your diet. Things like brownies, cake, spaghetti, lots and lots of different things you can do. They've got recipes. They have kits that include gluten-free mixes for things like the brownie mixes and things like that. And also just buy the straight flour, gluten-free flour that they produce. It's a very nice product. I've had it myself. I can tell you for sure that it tastes great. No aftertaste or anything. You can't tell the difference in the taste of, at least of, I can tell you for sure, chocolate brownies taste the same with Grandpa's Kitchen flour versus whatever brand you can find at your local grocery. They are excellent.
Thank you, sir.
So I would encourage everyone to try that out. Go out to grandpaskitchen.com, or if you know somebody that needs that has a gluten-free diet, say you're going over there to visit, share an evening with them, pick up some grandpaskitchen.com flour, make some cookies, bring them over there. And I'll tell you what, they'll be impressed. Get some brownie points with that one. "16 minutes remain in our contest tonight. Thanks, Todd.
Thanks, Todd.
There's Phil Connor. And we missed our pit stop. Talking about Grandpa's Kitchen. Missed pit lane. P terminal. Or at least not good. Get all the way around. 10th. I doubt it. Way too many corners left. Uh-oh. Go ahead, Todd. I'm out of fuel. Need much. It's a little. Well, so much for staying ahead of Morgan on my pit. It's also a good thing I programmed my clutch. Clutch in. Get into my pit stall here. Okay, that worked. Woo! Close. Don't run out of fuel, folks. It's not good. Well, we'll have to pass Morgan one more time, I guess. 13 minutes left in our contest. Added a little drama there for you as I almost ran out. Well, I did run out of fuel. That was definitely running out of fuel. I also ended up with another X because I went around that turn 6 again. Too wide, worried about my fuel load instead of getting around the corner. But running out of fuel before the pit entrance, I still had enough to get me there. Just barely. Probably could have gone a few more feet. That was probably about it. Also have new tires, so remember they're cold. Push them. Now I can go 11 more laps. We have 11 minutes. Should make it just fine. Still out in front. Didn't lose anything. Morgan did get back by. That was a couple laps down. He got one back. It's the benefit of driving in your own class, I guess. You can make a mistake and it doesn't hurt you. Except for the X, which really didn't hurt me anyway because I already had one. Now it's just concentrate and stay on track to the finish. That is called a save, boys and girls. Woo! Went around turn 1 a little too hot. Locked him up. And saved it. Luckily in iRacing, they do not flat spot tire. Lap 37, myself, Morgan, Brett, Julian Phil, Michael, and Todd still on track. Oh, that might have been the 1X on Morgan. There's also all of my push to pass. So if that was a 1X, he was not going to be happy with that. 7 minutes to go, gets his 1X pass in a lap car. And I'm out of push to pass juice, so I was able to use it there just to get by him on the straight, and that was it. I also got a 1X out of that, but maybe he didn't go as far wide as I did, I hope. If he did get a 1X and Julian did not, then the score in the championship does not change. Julian holds on to the lead by 5 points, unless Julian has an error. That means Morgan gains 5 points in points. Julian gains 5 points in bonus. They stay where they are. Calculator is pretty confident that we're going to run 43 laps. See what we end up running. Time's down to 5 minutes, 20 seconds. We have enough fuel for 7 more laps. Oh, Phil and Mooney are real close to each other. They are not running for position. As Mooney goes wide, spins out. Might be done. Yep, Todd had gotten by Mooney for the 5th place spot. Mooney is currently towing into the pits. Phil and Julian are real close to each other for the third spot. The championship changing battle. There's the one to go. One to go, white flag. Gap between third and fourth is down to 1 second. Phil did a little better management on his tires. What it was, but he's trying. If Julian has a 1X, points lead is still tied up. But we'll find out right after the race. We will bring it up on screen. We'll run upstairs to the booth and chat with everybody and see how everybody's doing. So we're coming around now to the checkered flag. Get an attaboy from the crew chief for winning a race that I didn't have anybody else in my class. Morgan coming around.
Good job, Ron.
In the booth. Hey, thanks. My crew chief was really happy about my win too. Since I'm the only one in my class.
Yeah.
I need to get out of my car and see who has 0Xs because that has championship implications. I think it was behind Morgan and he was trying to get around Todd. He had a 1X. If he didn't, he came awfully close to it. So if Julian got a 1X, then Julian remains points champion. If both of them got a 1X or neither of them got a 1X, Morgan ties for the lead. Unless Phil gets around him. Did he get around him? Nope, Julian did finish in third. Phil was right there. He was less than a second away at the line. Julian hangs on for third. Let's pull into the pits here. See what we got for information.
Not sure. I had 2 times where I looped a car for two incident points,
Yeah.
So that's 4 points. The other 40 are just one X's off the track.
Wow. That's a lot.
All I was trying to do was go quick. And both times that I got the 2X, I killed the car.
Oh. Let's see. 18, 19.
Julian had a 0X. Todd had a 0X.
Morgan had a 2 or a 1.
Morgan had 6.
Oh, okay. So that one incident. Okay. Well, that's good and not so. I'm going to run up to the booth. I'll be up there for a second. See if you can get Morgan to come up. Maybe
I'll see
Julian.
what I can do.
See if they can all come up. Why not? There's only like.
Hey, what's happening, Ron?
Well, here we are post race with our race drivers. Winner Morgan Teggy takes the checkered flag first. Morgan, how was that tonight?
Not as clean as it should have been, but I will definitely take the win.
I noticed one of the times you were right there behind Todd. Todd, good run tonight. 0X, good job, buddy. One of the times you were right behind him, I was right behind you, and I was just kind of waiting. I think you were too for that front stretch to pass, and we both kind of hopped off the track. I didn't know if you had a 1X from that.
Oh,
not.
no. I collected incident points from my own mistakes.
Yeah, my biggest trouble was turn 6, that hairpin. It got me a couple times. So
Yeah, same here.
yeah, good race though. Nice job. Good win for you on the class win. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Julian, did you run a 0X again?
Yes, I did.
Oh my goodness. And you finished third behind Morgan in first, which is a 5-point difference with a bonus point difference of 5 points.
Okay, well, it keeps it interesting, right?
Yeah. So Morgan, you got to figure out how to get someone else between you and Julian, get him one more spot down, or you got to run 0X to keep gain on the points.
For sure. We'll see what happens. Long season.
Yep, it is. It is. It's a lot of fun. Hope you guys had a good time. Brett, great run for second spot. Wow, you guys were clean out there.
Yeah, a few incident points for me as well. So unfortunately, no bonus on that one, I don't think. But yeah, it's probably the best run I've had so far.
Yeah, you guys looked really good. I saw you a few times as I went by. The IndyCar was quick. I only had to lock them
Yeah,
up once.
yeah, no, it's always I suppose with just one of you, it wasn't so bad. It's a shame
Yeah,
there wasn't some more there for you to have a decent race against.
yeah. Well, next week I might be in the vet, so we'll see how that goes. We might have to make some changes. We'll see how it goes. We got some talking to do in the admin group.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
but good race, everybody. It was really nice. Phil, really close there at the end. I thought maybe you had Julian something for him at the end there.
If I'd have had one more lap, I think I could have got him, but I about looped it on turn 4 and that one hairpin. I come off, I just got in the throttle too much, just about spun out and lost a couple of seconds to him, but I could tell his car wasn't turning as good as it was earlier, so I just run out of time.
Yeah, good run for everybody. Todd, nice showing for you. You got 5th place, top 5.
Yeah, thanks. You know, if you're gonna be slow, I guess I could be clean, right? So
That's right.
I
That's
just
right.
stay out of everybody's way and try to stay on track. And I think every week I get faster. So I'm just
Hey,
working
that's
slow.
how you do it, man. That's how you do it. You just got to inch up closer and closer.
Yep.
So yeah, good run, everybody. Morgan, you managed to lap everyone but Brett. I think that's where it ended up. Maybe Brett, Julian, and Phil. Maybe it was just the 4 guys on the lead lap. But it was close. It was a
Yeah.
good run. It was close in there
Yeah.
for third.
I think I could see him 20 seconds behind me at the end or less than that. So yeah, he was getting close to lapping me.
Yeah. It was a good race. Good race.
It was a good race. That track is so slippy though. My goodness.
Yeah, it wasn't hot tonight. I mean, the track temp was only like 90 degrees Fahrenheit, but it was. I mean, it's flat, so it's a greasy flat track, and I mean the Formula One cars scoot around there pretty quick, but these GTE boats, they take a little bit more work to get them around there.
It really does. I felt like I had no grip right at the beginning of the race and then a little bit in the middle, then none again at the end.
I think I was lucky because I did a V8 supercar race there the other day, and they're pretty slippery cars at the best of times, so that probably helped me quite a bit there tonight.
Well, you had some amazing pace. I knew right from the start that there was no point trying to hang on to either of you two guys. You were just pulling away so quickly.
I don't know where it came from. I think that's just more the setup that I got. That's and plus I know that track pretty well. I've raced it a fair bit, so
Yeah. Well, next week, don't forget, next week, 24 minutes at Daytona. Grab a partner, grab a dance partner.
Yep.
You need 2 people to run it. 12 minutes each, 24 minutes race, and it'll just be a lot of fun. We're just going to do it for fun. We'll have a good time, and the next week we're back at it, and we will be. Let me see if I can figure out where we're going to be quicker than.
if I was there and I do get a partner, how does that work? Do you have to drive the same car, or is it?
Yeah, it's a team
Yeah.
race. So what you'll
Okay,
do is, and we'll practice during practice. We'll actually have a separate practice session, so you can go in, and even if you screw it up, you'll be able to get in the race. Okay. Learn that from last year. You got to have two tries to get in.
Yeah.
But let's see.
No,
After we get done with the 24 minutes of Daytona, we're going to run at Le Mans. So that'll be a really good track. Really a lot of fun with that one.
That's my favorite track, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people like that one. And then Indy, then
I don't.
Nürburgring, and then we'll see. You don't like it?
I can't get around that place to save my life.
You know, it's the big ones that give me the most trouble too. So Daytona, Le Mans, the ones you run the 24 hours on, I can't seem to get a handle on them, but still a lot of fun to
I
drive.
get so brain faded. I just forget where I'm at on the track, forget what turn I'm going into, and next thing I know, I'm killing 15 people in the stands.
Well, when we go to Le Mans, if you're still up here on Tuesday nights with us, that'll be the 1st of February. We're going to be running the historic track, so no chicanes.
Oh, okay. Well, that I could probably do then.
No chicanes on the backstretch. We just barrel down the backstretch as fast as we can.
it's going to be fast.
All right, guys. It's been great. Thanks for joining us tonight for the race. Thanks for watching the stream. Big thanks to our sponsor, Stair Fittings Incorporated, and our race sponsor, grandpaskitchen.com. I'd like to thank everybody at Last Man Standing Motorsports, all the drivers, the admins, for letting us put this on tonight. This is Ron from Big Wizard TV. We'll say goodnight, and we'll talk to you guys on the next one.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks, Ron.